Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Lindsay here. So we're gonna have a fun little walk down nostalgic memory lane today, and I'm super excited about it because apparently it's Polly Pocket's 30th anniversary. Didn't know that, but Mattel partnered up with Hot Topic to release a 30th anniversary Polly Pocket collection, and it came with makeup products. I'm super excited about this just because, I mean, when I think of Polly Pocket, I think of my childhood. I had so many Polly Pockets when I was growing up because I was born in the 80s. So, you know, Polly Pocket came out late 80s, early 90s time frame. So I grew up playing with them. Oh my God, I had so many. I used to love, I had like a little like mermaid themed one. That was probably my favorite one. But it's like when I saw this, it immediately took me back to like the time when I was like 6 years old. My bedroom was painted this bright pink color. I had like my She-Ra castle in the corner. I had all my Polly Pockets everywhere. It just makes me feel like a kid again. That's what I love about this kind of stuff, and that's why I like that Hot Topic keeps kind of going back to the nostalgia stuff. Like I had the Nickelodeon stuff. In their stores, they have some of the Nickelodeon themed like Ren and Stimpy items. I love that stuff. It just makes me kind of feel like a kid again, and we love that because it reminds us of a time when life wasn't so difficult and you just played with toys all day. So yeah, these are the two makeup pieces. They also had like a couple shirts and one of those like cute brushes where it's like a heart and it pops out the brush. I kind of almost contemplated getting that. I did have hot cash to spend, so basically I got these at a discount. But if you don't have hot cash, I would recommend buying them online because they do have a 20% off sale going on online right now. Because you guys know I never recommend paying full price for this stuff. So first, let me show you the eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like, and this is what the inside looks like. So of course you don't have a mirror, but you have like the Polly Pocket style setup. It's really cute. It is kind of raised up. Let's see if you can see that. It's kind of raised up, so it's like, you know, three-dimensional. So the brush is cute, but kind of weird also. It's kind of got this little Polly Pocket topper on it, and she's kind of like really rubbery and flimsy, but it's just, like I said, it's a topper. So I mean, I guess maybe if you had a better brush and you wanted to keep this, you could pop it on top of a better brush. I don't think it would fit on top of a pen, but you know, either way, it's cute. And this is just your typical flat brush that I generally don't like using anyways. You do only get 10 shades in here. So this one retails for $16.90, which is commonly what a lot of them retail for. They're either usually 16 or 18. So usually they're 12 shadows. So you are getting less. This is an officially licensed Mattel product, so that's probably why. And obviously you can tell you've got a lot of really light pastels here. So you should already know off the bat that this is probably going to be a very light kind of sheer palette, because I mean, you guys know, usual Hot Topic disclaimer, it's more like a drugstore quality type of makeup. So you have to kind of like finesse it if you're gonna expect it to work for you. I did swatch it already, and I had to kind of build them up. I think it was about 3 times for each of the matte shades. The metallic swatched a lot better, which they normally do, but I believe the matte shades I was building up about 3 times to get the color to show up for you guys. So the other item is this lip palette right here. I made sure I grabbed the one that had the little Polly Pocket tag still attached to it. I don't even think I'm gonna take it off because it's just so cute. I mean, you could open it without it being taken off. So this retails for $14.90. And again, I got it with the hot cash, or you can do 20% off. So this piece is really nice. I mean, it's like a nice kind of like soft rubbery plastic. And then, you know, it actually like opens up. It isn't that cute. You do get a mirror in here. It's really thick. And then you have the lip product, which I have already swatched. So I'm sure you can see my little finger swirls in there. So sorry about that. But yeah, these are the shades right here. You get 4 colors. I'll pop the swatches up right now just so you can see how they look on my hand. I was really impressed with how pigmented they are. And again, you have the same type of brush with a little kind of rubbery Polly Pocket topper. So see, she's kind of like flimsy. Let me see if this one, yeah, so same thing. This one is just a topper as well. So yeah, you could totally probably pop these onto another brush if you had one that was the same handle size, and you could keep it, like if that's what you wanted to do, if you're like that big of a fan. There, see, I can add it to my liner brush. I'm really impressed with this product right here. I don't really understand if they were gonna be doing this licensed Mattel product, why didn't they do the eyeshadow palette in the cute little case just like this? I mean, it's Polly Pocket. This is what it's known for, not so much a flimsy piece of cardboard. And it's got like, it's literally just like styrofoam right here. Like I can push in on it. So this is definitely, while, you know, it's really cute up here, like in a photo, it's really pretty and cute and it's just very nostalgic. It is the cheapest packaging or at least one of the cheapest packagings that I've received from Hot Topic. This, on the other hand, is really adorable and amazing and totally fits with the whole Polly Pocket vibe. One other thing to mention is that both of the products are both cruelty-free and vegan, which is nice because they aren't always vegan. Pretty much they're always cruelty-free, but not always vegan, so that's nice to know. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to touch on. So I'll show you guys the eyeshadow swatches, and then I'll show you a look with the palette, and we'll run through just putting all 4 colors on the lips. Okay, we have Tiny, Polybill, Hashtag in your pocket, It's a Small World, Love, Made in the 90s, Take Me Anywhere Polly Pocket, Polly, Shiny, and Cute. For this look, I'm using a light concealer instead of a primer. I'm just adding this all over the lid and patting it in. I'm not setting it so that the colors will really grab onto it. I'm starting out with Polybill on a dense brush and adding this to the inner portion of the crease area. And then going into Cute. This one's going into the center portion. This dense brush really just helps being able to pack that color right into the crease. And lastly, I'm going into Polly and adding this to the outer portion of the crease area. And then I'm also starting to sketch kind of like a triangular wing kind of shape. Then with a bit of a fluffier, still small brush, I'm going back through all 3 of those shades to kind of blend them further up onto the brow bone, especially the purple shade. I want to blend that out a little more. Then I'm dipping into Polybill to really help blend that outer corner out, to make it a little bit more elongated, and those purples blend nicely together. And then back into Polly again, just to make sure it's as dark as I want it. And then back into Cute and Polybill, just to make sure that those are still as intense as the outer portion is. Now I'm cutting out the crease with my Tarte Shape Tape, just cutting halfway, and I'm blending it out with my finger. And then I'm going to go into Shiny with my finger, and I'm just going to place this right where the purple and the concealer meet and just kind of blend it at a diagonal. Then jumping into It's a Small World, I'm also using my finger to place this on at first, and then I'm going to go in with a wet brush to really get up to that crease area and make it a little bit shinier. And then just blending those 2 shades together in the center of the lid so that it's a nice seamless blend. I went ahead and decided to add It's a Small World to the inner corner as my highlight. And then jumping to the lower lash line, I'm using Made in the 90s on a pencil brush. I'm just running this all underneath that lower lash line, and then I'm using Tiny and blending that underneath the blue shade. I did notice that it kind of took away some of the blue, so I went back into Made in the 90s with a flat angled brush and really placed that color right on that lash line. Then I'm adding a blue pencil into the waterline. This is Electric Blue from NYX. I'm just going to add a small wing and some lashes off camera. And now let's jump into the lips. I am going to go ahead and show you the application for the first color. I did just use my finger. You can see how pigmented this is. And then I used the brush just to kind of get into the details of the lips. But yeah, it's super easy and very pigmented. And now we'll just run through the rest of the colors. Alright guys, so this is the eyes complete using the eyeshadow palette, and you've now seen all the swatches. So I will say that the lip collection is definitely the big hit out of all of this. This is pretty darn good. First off, like I said, I love the legit nostalgic packaging here. The lip brush, it works, it's functional, it's not really comfortable to use. I did use it to kind of get into the Cupid bow area for like the first 2 colors, and then after that I just went to like a traditional longer lip brush. It's just easier to have something longer to hold on to, but the brush itself, I mean, it works. It's just that it's too short. But yeah, as far as these lip colors go, they all were super pigmented. You guys saw, I mean, I feel like it's easier just to put it on with your finger and then get into the little details with a brush, and you saw like the one swipe how pigmented they were. There's some pretty good colors here. This is really awesome. I will mention, it snaps closed and it's secure, and you kind of have to do the like push and twist type of thing to open it. So I mean, it's not going to come open in your purse if you do decide to buy this and travel it with it. It's secure. I kind of have to turn it upside down and like do like the twist like that to get it, but that's a good one. So yes, if you're going to pick up anything from the collection, I suggest this. Let's talk about the eyeshadow. You guys can see the look that I got. It's a pretty look. I do like it. It's a really pretty pastel look. I did go in and do the cut crease just because I feel like it helps give a nice little bit of definition. I do think that the way that I used it is the way that you're going to need to use it, is just using some kind of tacky base, preferably even a white primer or doing the NYX jumbo pencil. I didn't end up doing that just because I wanted the control and the like crispness of doing a cut crease with concealer. But if I had that white Makeup Revolution cut crease concealer or just a white concealer in general, I would have used that just to really make the colors pop. But yeah, I mean, I say this every time with Hot Topic stuff, and I'll reiterate it again. You're not going into Hot Topic because you like passed up Sephora or Ulta and you're looking for a new eyeshadow palette. You're going in there specifically because you're like me and you grew up playing with Polly Pockets and you really want something to remind you of your childhood because it's awesome. Or like the other stuff that they have where it's like a fandom. I feel like that's the people that these are marketed towards, and that's who's going to buy it. So for you people, now you know the best way that you can use this palette if you do want it. If you're just in the market for a pastel palette, then I would totally recommend getting like a creepy cute palette from Strobe Cosmetics, because that is one of the best pastel palettes I've ever seen, and I finally own it because the hype, I couldn't escape the hype, so I finally bought it, and it is pretty damn good. So if you want a pastel palette, go get that. If you're a Polly Pocket fan, just know you're going to have to add some kind of white base or a tacky primer to get these colors to grip, but you can see they can work if you want them to. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I am going to be having a giveaway when I hit 5,000 subscribers. It's going to be filled with lots of indie brand goodies. So make sure you're subscribed, and also make sure that you have the notification bell checked so you see when I post new videos. I am moving to a 3-day-a-week schedule, so you will see another video on Thursday. It's actually going to be another Hot Topic video because I was in the middle of filming the new Soraya Jade collection. I've got one look filmed and I still need to film the second look, but the Polly Pocket collection just kind of jumped out in front. What can I say? So that'll go up on Thursday, and then I'm probably going to do a palette collection video because another thing I want to do with my 3 days a week is have one video be like a throwback Thursday. So I figured I would show you guys my palettes. That way you can kind of see what I have and start shouting out palettes you want to see me do a revised look with, and that can be anything from indie brands to Hot Topic palettes. Doesn't matter to me. So that is my plan. So make sure you have the notification bell checked so that you'll kind of know when I post those videos. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.